The Cronos token, or Crypto.com coin, is, well, doing very well today, but it just underwent one of the largest, essentially, scams in the entire cryptocurrency space. What happened, and I'm going to break it down a little bit more in this video, is Cronos went out there and voted, okay? They voted to reissue 70 billion tokens that were previously permanently burned. Now, they undid an entire 70 billion token supply burn that took place in 2021. Well, because the centralized authority of Crypto.com themselves decided we should issue more coins. I'm going to go over the details. I'm going to tell you how you should be holding your cryptocurrency so that you don't have to worry about nonsense like this. And if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, bro. And honestly, this absolutely ticks me off. This does. I am so fed up and sick of these centralized exchanges and centralized tokens and dilution by CEOs that I don't know any other way to put it. You know, I really do not. This bothers me so much. Now, I'm going to show you Best Wallet at the end of this video, and it probably is one of the best ways to hold your cryptocurrency. You need to be considering holding off of exchanges so that you don't have to deal with this. I mean, it's crap. It is what it is. So, on-chain sleuth ZachXBT accuses Crypto.com of crow supply manipulation, and that is exactly what has happened here. It says, Crypto.com is facing criticism by the crypto community after reissuing 70 billion Cronos tokens that were burned in 2021. Critics says the move undermines the principles of decentralization and transparency in the cryptocurrency space. Absolutely. The controversy erupted after March 25th, after on-chain investigator Zach posted on X accusing Cryptocom of reissuing Cronos tokens that had been declared permanently removed from circulation. Crow is no different from a scam, he claims, claiming the reissued tokens represent 70% of the total supply and contradicted the community's expectations. The community did not want to reissue these tokens. These tokens were burned in 2021, bringing the total supply down to 30 billion, and this is going to go back up to 100 billion. And these tokens are going to be issued and dilute the crap out of Cronos at a minimum, right? Circulating supply of 26, they issue those tokens. Now we're going to be at 100. The price is going to drop by 75%, and it's going to have the same market cap. These tokens reissued in circulation are going to be a bad thing. Now, the CEO argues that they needed that money, so let's take a look at it. It says your team reissued 70 billion Crow a week ago that was previously burned forever in 2021 and went against the community wishes as you control the majority of the supply. So Crypto.com controls the majority and votes the majority of the supply, and therefore they and they alone decided that it was a good idea to reissue and extremely dilute the value of Cronos. It says the reissuance followed news that Trump Media had signed a non-binding agreement with Crypto.com to launch a U.S. exchange-traded fund, or ETF, through Crypto.com's broker-dealer Forest Capital US. Sure, we might be filing for ETFs, but that does not mean that we need to give these tokens to ETFs. If you want to create value, the ETFs go out there and buy the tokens. They create demand. They're not given. ETFs are not given tokens. They buy the tokens. This is the dumbest thing that I have ever heard, man. It says in 2021, 70 billion Crow were burned in one of the most significant burn transactions in history. Under today's proposal, an equal number of tokens will be reissued on the Cronos POS and Cronos Strategic Reserve escrow wallet, bringing the total back to 100 billion. The Cronos Strategic Reserve escrow wallet will operate under strict control mechanisms. Not only are they reissued, okay, Cronos will now have control, or Crypto.com will now have control of the entire supply to do whatever they want with. Guys, this is not decentralized. This is not crypto. This is essentially a scam. This is a stock. This is a security at this point. If these guys were able to reissue these tokens to go out there and conduct their business and fund their business, and that's exactly what they're doing. It says, this is Crypto.com. The original token burn from Q1 2021 was a defensive move. At that point, it made a lot of sense. Now we have strong support from a new administration. The war on crypto is over. There needs to be an aggressive investment to win. That investment does not come out of diluting your cryptocurrency holders. This is textbook CEO maneuver of their stock dilution plan and shares to be issued. I mean, look, I tell the SEC to stay out of the business, but this is the equivalent of raising money to run their business. And this screams security louder than Ripple's XRP ever did. Now, because of that, guys, I truly do hope you realize the run, the excitement, it's happening because of a potential ETF. But when people realize the dilution effect and the fact that it's going to bring Cronos back down to at least 2 cents, they're going to be very, very upset with this dilution that's taking place. One of the best things that we can do in the crypto world is take control away from these centralized entities. Take control away from these centralized exchanges and hold our crypto on decentralized wallets like Best Wallet. Now, you guys got a link for this down in the description below. It is a free download, and I'm probably going to take all of my money off of Crypto.com. I got some money on there, and after that decision, I cannot justify holding it on there anymore. Because of that, I am moving my money over to... I already have money on Best Wallet. I've been using these guys for several months now. But I'm going to be moving over to Best Wallet. You guys need to make a decision. Do we continue to support centralized scammers like we're seeing with Cronos here? And these guys that, well, we need an aggressive move right now. We need to dilute all of you shareholders, all of you Cronos holders. We need to dilute you so that we can do well. No, they don't. It's time to make crypto what crypto is meant to be. Let me know what you guys are doing with it down in the comments below. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.